Go back here real quick while I'm trying to get my YouTube to work on my phone. It's just not working good for me this morning or this afternoon. I like to have two of them open so that I can keep track of everything. So let me just do that real quick. I don't know. I'll wait and see if somebody comes in or not. And I know there's other lives going on right now, so I don't know how many people's going to come in tonight. But, hey, Johnny, what's up, man? I've been doing pretty good. Said hello, all. Good deal. Hopefully everybody's had a good day. It's been a pretty good day here. Kind of slow, kind of boring. I'm just trying to very quickly. Maybe I've already texted. Maybe they're already here. I don't know. We've got 3 people watching. Thank you guys for starting this night out with me tonight. I'm going to ask Lance to drop in and talk about his live feed tomorrow. Okay, that's cool. Coyote's fine. I was on Ryan's live feed with him earlier, but he's doing good. He's doing a lot better talking. Seems to be fine now compared to the way he was last night. So I asked Lance to drop in and talk about his live feed tomorrow. Okay, that's cool. If he does, then that's cool. If not, then okay too. It's all good with me either way. Let's see. I'm trying to get this all set up, of course, because for some reason my YouTube is not working on my phone. As far as my stuff goes, for some reason, I do not want to have another episode like I did last night. And all right, man. Later on, I will catch you on the next one, buddy guy. Like I did last time. When I said last time, as in meeting last night, Don R, hey, what's up, man? And now my live feed's working on my phone. For some reason, it was just moving very slow and everything. So I have no clue why that was doing that. In the process of what I was also trying to do. So I'm trying to do 3 things at once starting off here. Hopefully I can get it all pulled together here in a minute. Let me see, where's he at? Because I'm just looking for one person, which he may be in here. I don't know. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I started kind of early because I had to be up early in the morning to go to work, like at 7 o'clock early. So my regular time that I usually go live is 11:30. But I wanted to come in and a little bit earlier tonight. And then I'll be back in my regular times on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tim, I was watching your video. Well done, bud. Nice recognition. I have a great wife who let you get out and fish. That's cool. That's cool. And that was a lot of moderating, too. That was a lot of typing tonight, too. But that's cool, though. I like doing stuff like that. So it's awesome to help somebody out. So I'm glad that I was able to help you out, Tim. I just want to do this real quick. Miss Beverly, how are you doing tonight? Hopefully all good. I just typed that completely wrong on my phone real fast. I'm trying to do this quickly. I tried to have everything set up and ready to go before I came on here, but it never works that way for me, ever. Okay. So my thing as far as being up on my panel, thank you. I ask that you are at least 18 or older, only to be able to protect myself. So if you're 18 or older, I am perfectly fine for you coming up on the panel and hanging out with me. If you're not, then sorry, you have to wait until you're 18 or older. I mean, I know that I'm a lot older than 18, and if I was 16 and somebody told me no, then of course I'd get my feelings hurt. But I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that if you're not 18, I'm sorry, I'm not going to have you up on the panel just yet. Zombie, what's up, man? You're always welcome to come up. Don, you're always welcome to come up. Tim, you're always welcome to come up and hang out with me. I mean, we're all older than 18. That's just to protect me and to keep me out of trouble if something were to happen down the line somewhere. So 18 and above can always hang out on the panel with me. Sorry if that upsets or offends anybody, but that's just the way it's going to be. That protects me, and that protects everybody else. Also, we're going to keep PG-13 as always in here. So let me just go up to chat real quick and see who's here. Okay, and usually I'll do this at the end, which I may go ahead and do it at the end anyway. Yeah, I'll just wait till the end and do it. Good call. Yeah, I mean, I would rather you be 18 and above to be up here. That protects me and everybody in the chat, and I don't have to worry about anything. So sorry if you're not 18, but if you are 18 and above, like most of us in here, you are more than welcome to come up in the panel. As long as I'm able to see your face and some movement, hand movement, eyes blinking. A lot of times I'll just go with the little bit of head bobbing, and I can tell who you are. That's perfectly fine with me. The only thing I ask is that you don't have your avatars up, of course, because I'm not going to let you back here or up here if you have your avatar on in the backstage area. So I just need to be able to see your face. Now, there are a few exceptions because I know who they are and how they come up, but not very many. Let's see. Don, you can always come up. Zombie, you can come. I don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight. Once again, I've said that. I'm still trying to find names for the through the week lives. Like I believe Wendy gave me the name Thursday night throwdown. So I'll use that for Thursday nights. So if anybody has any ideas on names for the lives, you're more than free to post them in the chat. You can come up on the channel and talk about them. And also, you guys are always more than welcome to drop your links. All you need to do is type the word drop, and Nightbot will drop your link for you. Let me get that up there. I'm going to put that right there. I usually have it scrolling, but I decided that maybe some people can't see it, or because I can't see it sometimes scrolling through, so I just figured I'd leave it down there. I have a dog right here. This puppy always comes in here every time I go live, and of course, no one's home. My wife went to go do some stuff. Blake, thanks for coming in. I know I just messaged you a minute ago and told you that I was going live. I'm trying to think. Jose, what's up, man? Thanks for stopping in. And once again, my StreamYard on my laptop is moving slower than YouTube. So I always see it before it comes up on the StreamYard side. So Jose's asking a question. How's everyone doing tonight? As far as I go, I am perfectly fine. Went to the doctor today. It is what it is. I have to make some changes as far as lifestyle, eating habits go. So I am going to be taking diabetic medicine after Monday. It is what it is. Like I said, it is what it is. I'm getting old. And diabetes runs in my family, so I'm going to start having to take that after Monday. And doing the finger sticks and all that stuff. But anyway, that's my night so far, or my day so far. Now tomorrow's a whole new day. At Blake, how's it going, buddy? How you doing? Let's see. He says, I'm great, man. I'm glad everyone's great tonight. I'm hoping that my dog does not chew a hole into anything over there that she's not supposed to be at. Come here. So I have to keep an eye on the dog, and I also have to do what I'm planning on doing here also. But anyway, I came up early tonight because I have to be up early in the morning, so that's why I'm so early. Usually I wouldn't start until 11:30. Blake said he's here. Jose said hello to me and everyone. Let's see. So I stopped stretch 3 hours ago. That's cool. Don says, driver, take care of it's the best for you. Yeah, it runs in my family, so I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I can't really say too much about it because I don't know myself. But the Shawshank Redemption. You know, I've never watched that movie ever in my life, Um, I've never actually had the want to watch it. I've never seen it and never thought about watching it. About 2 hours, then I get to play in the snow. Man, it's been snowing here off and on all day. I took a nap earlier and I woke up and the whole ground was covered with snow. Nothing significant or anything like that, but it all melted away within an hour, and now it's snowing again. So we'll just have to wait and see how much snow we get tonight. Hopefully not a lot, because I have to get up early in the morning. I don't want to have to mess with it. Am I? See, I've never watched it. Some of the older movies I've never actually watched. What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Not a whole lot.
How is it going, man?
It's going good. I'm here. Tired. I'm here. Getting older.
This will be my second live stream tonight.
Yeah, I use it. Let's see. This is my second one that I've been in. I was in Ryan's earlier, and then this one, and then I was in yours earlier as far as the chat part goes. But yeah, y'all done real good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, moderating parts always fun. At least when I like doing it.
So if I remember correctly, you kind of put the bass gear down when the winter comes. You focus mainly on catfish and bluegill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to fish for bass in the winter, what would we won't say 5 unless you want to go 5, but what would your top 3 baits be if you had to fish for bass in the winter?
Top 3?
Yeah.
Would be jerkbait, crankbait, and a jerkbait, crankbait, and a give me a second, whacking worm.
Yeah.
I would throw a wacky rig in the winter only because it's slow.
Yep. Oh man.
But yeah, that's what I would use. I mean, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm sitting in the house because it's so cold and everything down my way is froze over. I know you said that Devil's Kitchen is not froze over, but
as of last night, it did get pretty cold. It might be starting to ice over, but fun fact, Devil's Kitchen is actually the deepest lake in Illinois. Mm-hmm. It's one of the deepest lakes in the Midwest, so it's the last to freeze over, but inversely, it's then the last to thaw too. So
right.
Yep.
So it may be and may not be. I don't know. I haven't. And it's like 45 minutes from me, so
yeah, it's definitely. I'll tell. Well, if I head back out there, I'll let you know. And you saw the only way I catch fish is right there next to the spillway, and it's always either trout or bluegill. So, and for all the times I fished there, I've only ever caught a trout there twice. So that day and then one other day by accident was the extent of it.
Okay. I think I watched your last video. I watched so many videos now I can't keep up, but I'm pretty sure I did.
Right? You know, the whole subscriber for subscriber thing is all well and good, except the fact of the matter is once you get subscribed to so many people, you can't watch them all. So I had to actually go through and thin out my subscribed channels a little bit just because I couldn't watch them all. And a subscriber is nice for that number down there, but at the end of the day, it's watch hours that are really going to get you there. So nothing personal if I dropped anybody. I probably even liked your content. You can't watch 300 channels a day. You just can't do it.
I watch 4 lives a day. Wow. And that's keeping me up till maybe, and then do my own, and that's keeping me up till 3 o'clock in the morning. So some can, some can't because they have to get up and go to work early and all that stuff. But Beverly wants to know if we do any ice fishing. I myself do not.
I don't think we get thick enough ice down here to ice fish. I know last year or the year before, some people were getting out on crab, but it's no, that's a no for me. Now, that being said, if I knew somebody in Wisconsin or Ohio or something up north, and they invited me out to go ice fishing, absolutely. I would go ice fishing for sure.
Yeah, I would too. Maybe. I mean, I'm not the best on being on ice or anything like that. So, I mean, I'm not going to say, yes, I would, no, I wouldn't. Would I like to do it? Yes, I would like to do it. But as far as ice goes, like Tim said around here, the ice doesn't get thick enough to ice fish.
Yeah, at least to the best of my knowledge. I don't think it has.
Any of the places I've went to, it's not. I mean, you can fall through it easily.
Yeah. Which is kind of annoying if you think about it. Like, we get kind of hosed down here because we get ice that we can't cast through, but you can't stand on it either.
Yeah, so you're pretty much stuck from February to March, at least I am. You're pretty much stuck looking at the ice, wishing that you were able to go out there and fish. But at this point, that's all you can do is dream. At least me. I mean, unless Devil Kitchen is not frozen and my wife lets me make the trip, then that would be a different story. But I don't see why she wouldn't.
Yeah. You guys might actually enjoy it if she likes the outdoors at all. It's really pretty out there this time of year.
Yeah, she used to go fishing with me, and then she stopped. I mean, she used to go bluegill fishing with me and stuff, and then I catch like 30 or 40 bluegill at a time, and it got old and repetitive to her. So she said she wasn't doing it anymore.
Gotcha. I mean to ask you. I know that you're going to be fishing some bluegill tournaments. How are those laid out for anybody who is curious to know?
The same as the best tournaments by inches.
So it's best 5?
Yep. No, it's not best 5. Hold on. Let me look. Actually, let me look, because depending on if it's a week long or a weekend thing, which I think it's a weekend.
Yeah, Jose, you are fortunate, buddy. No ice in South Carolina. Well, I do like winter. It sucks for no fishing, but yeah, definitely. I would love to be able to literally fish 365 days a year.
But it should tell. Oh yeah, hit the wrong button. Okay, so the weekend tournament that's coming up in, I think, March, which I have it labeled Spring Bluegill Tournament. Mm-hmm. It's actually a stringer of 12.
Oh, 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it's spring and you've got the spawn going on. If you catch your 5 in one day, then you're trying to call them out the rest of the week. Mm-hmm. I'm doing 12, and if you call, I can call them out easy. So it's not really, 5s are not really a challenge for me.
Is that open to any body of water, or does it have to be public bodies of water?
Any body of water.
Nice. See, that's one reason I don't have a honey pot, like our honey hole for bluegill. Mm-hmm. Like I have a couple of private ponds I'm allowed to fish on for bass, but the bluegill don't get big enough to compete in that sort of thing.
Well, there's actually a pond out on Shawnee National Forest, which I talked about earlier, or yesterday. And if I can get out there without getting snake bit, because of the rattlesnakes and everything like that, you can catch 1.5 to 2 pound bluegill out of there easily, but you're having to tight line them, fish for them like catfish because they're on bottom.
Now, don't give it away, but I think I know where you're talking about. Is that over in the Devil's Kitchen little grassy area?
Mm-hmm. Other direction.
Oh, okay.
No, it's south. It's actually surrounded by woods. I mean, and if you don't know where it is, you won't find it. I mean, and there's only a handful of people that know where it is.
See, I know of a couple of those because they're all labeled. You can look them all up, but there are a couple that people really don't go to that I've been to a few times. And there's one next to it that I've never fished, but apparently is very good for bluegill.
Yeah. It has some big bass in it, too. My brother-in-law caught a 5.5 pound bass out of it a couple years ago. So it's actually not that bad. But it's not a very big pond either. I mean, it's deep, but it's not very big.
Oh, man. You know what I find interesting? I think I might have caught more bass than most people last year. I think it just comes down to luck, man, if you hook into that big girl or not. Because I've been putting in the hours. Just shy of 4 pounds it's not a good PB. But I think it's a good place to start all the same.
Mm-hmm. Well, my PB is 6.5. So.
Yeah, you told me. I'm so jealous, man.
And I've got a picture of it. Actually, I don't know if I can bring it up. I can bring it up if I can find it, but I don't think I can find it right now. It's actually in the group that I have. Actually, wait a minute. I have it on my phone. Now that I say that. At least I think I do, or did have.
Oh, no. It's not a picture you want to lose.
Oh, no, I didn't lose it. There it is. Now, the question is, are you going to be able to see it? That's the question. But
oh, my goodness. Oh, look at the mouth on her.
I could fit my fist in there.
She's got to be at least 12 years old, man. Her eyes are huge.
Yeah. I mean, if she was getting ready to lay the way her stomach looks looks like she was full of eggs anyway. Mm-hmm. And I have my arms bent. I don't have them stretched out. You see how my arms are bent? Mm-hmm. So that's chest length to chest length at a diagonal. If I would hold it straight, and it would have looked a little bit longer.
Man, she is beautiful.
Yeah.
Did she make it back in the water, or did you keep her and mount her?
No, I put her back.
That's what I love to hear.
I put her back. And then I turned around and caught 2 more 4-pounders that year off the corner. Probably because I threw that one back.
Yeah, there you go. Jose, where are you located, bud? South Carolina?
South Carolina. Yep.
Lake Watery, Lake Monticello, and
Mhm.
Creek Reservoir, Catawba
Yeah.
River. Man, I want to go back to Wisconsin, man. I feel like I found some amazing bodies of water that I did not tap the potential of. Next time, I'm just going to skip the bank angling. I'm just going to hire a guide just so I can learn.
Yeah. That'd be cool too. I mean, I fished in Indiana one lake, and I could not. I didn't catch nothing. It was the middle of the summer though, and it was rough.
That's about par for the course.
Yeah.
For every video I have ready to go up this winter, I have at least 5 days per video that I did not catch fish or I didn't catch enough fish to have a video. I could make some shorts though. YouTube seems to really favor the shorts. I guess.
They do. I mean, some of my shorts have had 2,000 views and stuff like that, but
Nice.
for me to remember to make them compared to doing a live stream or actual, using my GoPro and doing a video, it's kind of hard to remember because that's always stuck in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
That's the very last thing that I'm even thinking about doing.
I actually I have got an idea for a short. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's going to be a funny one. It involves all of our frozen lakes. It's going to be like how to fish in the winter. It's going to be really, really funny. I hope it's funny. I hope people like it.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know how many times I've thought about, just taking a brick and just throwing it out there far enough for me to be able to fish, brushing the water up.
I thought about that, but then wouldn't you scare all the fish away?
Well, they'd come back.
Yeah. So what you do is you just walk down the bank throwing bricks, and then you go back to where you started, and then fish down the bank again. Now you're thinking, man. We're on to something.
I mean, and it would work to a certain extent until the ice came back together. And then you have to do it all over again. So you're going to spend most of your day throwing rocks or boulders or whatever, bricks in the water.
Backwoods, I went all over Wisconsin. My sister and I spent 5 days traveling Wisconsin. I started off in the Minocqua area, which is where I caught all of my fish. The Wisconsin River, I came to learn, is where I caught the first pike of the trip. And that was about halfway to our destination. And then we drove down through Eagle River and a bunch of the other smaller towns. The end result, we were going to, what's the main city in Wisconsin, the capital? Help me out here. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't know.
There's a venue in Wisconsin. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that. I forgot the name of the capital of Wisconsin. Anyway, we're headed down to the biggest city in Wisconsin for a concert. So we just looped all the way around. And then I caught a 6-inch smallmouth in the, can't even remember the name of the river now, but I was all over. But Minocqua is just beautiful. No, not Madison. Help me out. It's another city. Goodness gracious.
Madison.
Milwaukee. How could I forget Milwaukee? Yes, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I fished the rivers in Milwaukee and I caught a 6-inch smallmouth. Goodness gracious. It's late for me. Yeah. Oh man. Backwoods, whereabouts in Wisconsin were you from, buddy? And also, how can I go back up there and actually catch fish instead of fishing for 5 days to catch 3 fish?
Backwoods, you can always come up, Steve, if you want to.
Yeah, for sure, man. That would be fun.
He's been having really bad headaches the past 2 days, so I don't know how he's feeling today. Yesterday, he was feeling pretty good, I think.
I had a bad headache all day today, but that was my own fault. I slept bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I knew this, and I prepared for this, that I butchered the capital of Wisconsin.
It is in Madison, though. And that's why I just looked up a second ago.
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
No, I've been to Minocqua, and that's real close to where my parents have a camper up in Tomahawk.
Nice.
The Wisconsin River's got a lot of goodies in it. Walleye, northern, bass. I mean, that's a pretty good river.
I really, really wanted to catch a walleye while I was up there. I just couldn't. I just could not connect. They said just throw worms out under a bobber, and I did. I caught a couple of bluegill who didn't make a video, but they said,
I use walleye fatheads.
Walleye fatheads?
Yeah, it's a minnow.
Oh.
And, yeah, I fish it kind of like how you probably most people fish catfish. Not a real big sinker, but get a floater or a regular hook, put a minnow on it, and then you just watch that tip bounce,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how they bite, but when they start bouncing, then you just lower that tip, tighten the line, and give it a yank.
Did you ever visit Raleigh and Helen's muskie shop by chance
Uh,
in Minocqua? Because
I don't know if I've been in that one. I've been in on one up by Hayward.
Okay, because I definitely stopped in there and talked to the locals. They were a bunch of nice guys. They let me
Yeah.
film a little video. It was a good time. Man, Minocqua is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a big tourist town. Yep. There's
Robbie,
some
sorry,
good
bud.
muskies up there somewhere too. I never
wanted a
fished up
muskie
there,
so bad.
but yeah. But I was telling Robbie about all the muskie baits. He should check them out.
Yeah, dude, go check not to plug my channel, but Robbie, you should actually go look at I found the coolest tackle shop in Wisconsin on my channel just to get an idea of the insanity. Like they have like crankbaits that are like literally 16 inches long, dude.
Wow,
and
that's
spooks
insane.
and stuff. It's nuts. These guys take it
the
so
one
seriously.
Did you see the one that looked like a hand grenade?
I know, but I saw spinner baits that were like literally this big.
Yeah.
Like the bait's this, and then they got a curly tail grub that's like 8 inches long, and then the blades are all like the size of like 2 or 3 fingers. I'm like, dude, you guys are nuts.
Yeah, that's just insane. I've never seen them that big, but except for I think on TV I've seen them kind of that big, but other than that, I've never actually held one that spinnerbait or anything that big.
How do you guys feel about saltwater fishing? Is that something you aspire to do?
Because I'm where I am and I'm not able to do it.
Exactly, man. I hear that once you start, you'll never stop. Like you'll get addicted. You'll forget all about freshwater fishing just because it's a whole different animal. But like, yeah, exactly. Where we are, people are like, you ever saltwater fish? I'm like, no, no, I haven't, man. I'm right smack dab in the middle of the country.
Yeah, we're landlocked. We don't get to do that. All that cool stuff.
Yeah, unless we get all that money just to travel and that's a pretty expensive hobby unless you can do it quite a bit.
Unless a bull shark swims up to Mississippi or something, then I'm not saltwater fishing. And then really, it's just brackish water. So I don't know if you'd call that freshwater or if you'd call it saltwater, even though the fish or shark swim up the Mississippi River. Which would it be then? Does it switch over to a freshwater fish or does it stay saltwater fish?
I think they're still saltwater fish because it's where they're born, but they can breathe fresh water, which is really cool.
Right? Yeah, I knew that too. But
I wish I had the gear. I'd take you guys ice fishing up in Wisconsin, but I don't have the gear enough either. I'm in southeast Missouri now, so.
Oh man, how's the fishing down there? What do you fish for?
I haven't really fished a whole lot, but like I was telling Robbie, I am going to be getting back into bass, and I really want to fish walleye. But that reminds me, walleye, Robbie. I'll call you walleye from now on. We were talking about what's in our tackle box, and I do have some baits in there that I forgot. I'd have to go look, but I don't know where they're at. But yeah, there are some older baits in there. I don't know how old they are, but
okay.
I do. I have a Rapala, but yeah. So the funny thing is, though, is I lived in Missouri for 11 years, and I've only fished it like twice down here trying to find. I finally found a place where there is some walleye, but I've never caught any there. You got to be real close to the dam, and it's not a whole lot of room with.
Is it one of those shoulder to shoulder things, like kind of like salmon fishermen are? Everybody will just stack up along the edge of the bank.
Yeah.
That's not my cup of tea. Not at all.
No.
Apparently, Jose agrees that saltwater just isn't his cup of tea.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's 2 hours from Myrtle Beach, but just not into it. Which
Backwoods, did you ever do any bass fishing?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know if you were in my stream earlier or not, but we went over our top 5 winter baits. And you don't have to do 5 if you don't want to. Welcome, Dave. What would your top 3 winter bass baits be?
Well, see, It's new to me, so I've never wintered fished them.
You're not missing a lot, buddy.
Wisconsin, it comes from fishing the hunting season normally, and then down here, I wish I got into it more, but probably, yeah, something like what Robbie, I would go with like a night crawler or something, and something like that, or I don't know, what would you say, Robbie? You'd had that rubber worm or something?
The wiping worm rig.
Probably, yeah. That sounds like probably something that I don't know. And see, I know nothing about in the winter time. How are they?
Can't go wrong with a wacky rig, a Texas rig, or a jig. Pretty much.
Yeah.
All year long.
They like to stay on the bottom a lot.
Yeah.
In the winter.
Yep. They'll move up shallow, but it's hard to find them when they do.
Okay.
And right now they're all deep. I'm pretty sure most of them are, at least. And maybe early in the morning they may come up, but that water is extremely cold.
Once we get into mid-February where the sun is high all the time, but it's still cold, they'll move to wherever there's riprap. They'll localize. They might not stay up there all day. They'll find riprap that's next to deep water, and they'll move up to feed and get warm, and then as it cools off, they'll go back down.
Where are you from?
I'm Southern Illinois, just like Robbie.
Oh, okay.
He's like 45 minutes, 45, 30 minutes from me.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, we're next to each other.
I'm over by Poplar Bluff area.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, it's not too far. In the grand scheme of things, as far as like YouTubers go, we're all pretty close to each other. We're a day trip away.
Yeah.
And seeing, I didn't realize that whenever I started doing this, that there was that many of us this close together.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, nobody's going to watch or whatever, except for people that are out of state. But there's a nice cluster of us that are close together.
618 Fishing, for instance, he put our area on the map. I mean, heck, he's got 618 in the name.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's I aspire to fish with him one day. He's somebody I want to go fishing with, but he doesn't seem to do a whole lot of collaboratives. He's like his own guy. But yeah, I got him on the list. I'll tell you what, there's a good question, guys. I don't know if you're not a YouTube fisherman then, Backwoods, but Robbie, if you could fish with any other YouTuber, and not even necessarily on camera, who would you fish with?
Well, you're standing right there, or sitting right there, so I'd say you or
no, we're gonna fish together. Pick a big guy, man. Go big.
Well, I don't know a whole lot of the big guys. I mean, I don't keep up with them as much as everybody else does. Now, if crap, I just watched him on TV last week, and I cannot remember his name for nothing. It always sticks right there. But Major League Fishing, I watch them constantly. And I've actually been keeping up with them, and I cannot remember the names right now for nothing. Yep. Ask me tomorrow after I watch them tomorrow on TV. Ask me in because they'll be on tomorrow. They come on. Major League Fishing comes on in between 1 and 3, and I always watch it at work.
Okay.
Oh, Mike. I can't pronounce his last name. Iconelli. There it is.
Mike Iconelli. Yeah, he seems like a super character to fish with. He's super animated.
Yep.
Jose's Fishing said top 3 I want to try are wacky rig, spinnerbait, and squarebill. Now, let me give you a tip, Jose. If you are fishing in the winter, if you're talking about 3 winter baits, you should change the squarebill to a regular crankbait or a flat-sided crankbait because, as I said in my stream earlier, when it's this cold, nothing is moving fast and nothing is moving erratically. A squarebill's draw is that it wiggles and has a huge profile in the water. If you switch it up to a regular crankbait or a flat side, they shimmy through the water, and that'll definitely increase your hookup ratio for sure. You'll catch fish year round on just about any bait, but what we do in the winter, since 1 hour feels like a day, we try to maximize those bites.
That's true.
Yep.
My tackle box is so dusty.
Oh no. Oh man. Hold on a second. I got some of my tackle gets dusty. That entire wire rack over there is just dedicated. That's just some of it too. Is dedicated to all my stuff. I'm definitely a tackle junkie. I have way more stuff and too nice of stuff to justify my skill level. Like I watch some of these other YouTubers. They like for instance, Matt's fishing mission. He's from Colorado. I know him pretty well. He gets out there and he fishes like with one of those white and blue Shakespeare rods. And I don't know how many subscribers he has. Last time I checked, it was like just shy of 6,000. And he just killing them out there on a Shakespeare combo, like reeling in fish that are bigger than anything I've ever caught.
A little more than what you thought. Yeah, he does. I actually need to get some more rod skirts. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I've only got 4, and they don't last very long at all. Go ahead, Steve.
I would. Go ahead, Steve.
Oh, that's all right. Go ahead and talk. I was just. I guess I got a little more than what I thought I did.
There you go.
I'm expecting a little more than these. I think I don't know if these were the ones. I don't know what they're called, but these were made in Wisconsin. These rubber frogs.
Oh, those toads.
Yeah. I have a couple of those. They work real good around trees and stuff, and actually in the spring, you can actually catch them in open water too, which is pretty cool.
Spinner bait.
Classic.
Yeah.
Rubber blade. Look like.
Orange and black one.
Mm-hmm. That's the one I would use.
I don't even know what to do with these things. These jig spinners.
You can use it for an underspin if you wanted to.
Yep. You could definitely put that on just like a jig head with either a curly tail or a little minnow.
Like a crappie jig.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They add just a little bit of flash, which are perfect, especially for muddy water.
All right. Yeah, and then I got these little. Oh, I guess I got another one in there, a yellow one. This one looks a little messed up, but ain't too bad.
No.
And then I got a bunch of these swirl tails, different guys I haven't even opened yet.
Crappie jigs.
Yep. And then I don't have any felt floaters for walleyes or nothing. Usually if I go to Wisconsin, I'll stock up. That's one.
Jose says he'll add a top water in the spring.
Oh yeah, I cannot wait to hone my top water fishing this year.
And you got this little
crankbait.
Oh, yep. The shad wrap, that's a Rapala. Those things are timeless.
Yep. Here's one I've never used. I don't know. A rattler.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a rattle trap?
Yep.
Does that have a bill on it?
Nope.
Oh, that is just a classic rattle trap. That's nice.
Yep.
Now, I'm no professional, but some of those older rattle traps, some of the older crankbaits, like some of them they're really sought after. And I'm not sure why. It's a weird culture of lure collectors, but some of those are, and I don't know if any of yours are, but some of them are really popular. Like they'll sell for $20, $30, $40 a pop just because I guess, nostalgia.
Just the way they're made and designed.
Head-on. I guess that's the brand. Another.
Oh yeah. Those are cool, man. A little spook, a walking bait. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know nothing about. See, I used to heavily fish years ago. But
is that another one? Yeah, that's another spook. See, I have the
Bill Dance.
Welcome, buddy.
Says Bill Dance on the side.
Yeah, that's an old one too.
You guys want to hear a really cool story real quick before I forget that?
Yeah, go ahead.
My friend Cody, he was in a couple of my fishing videos. His dad was actually friends with Bill Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And then he has a picture of Bill Dance holding him as a kid. And he said to his dad, he's like, I've caught a lot of great fish in my day, but this is by far the best catch I've ever held. And he got it autographed and everything. It was really cool.
Yeah, I guess that one does another rattle trap.
That one I would use in the spring.
That's a bomber.
That's a crawl color.
It's either a bomber or a Spro rock crawler. Those things are also amazing baits, especially that craw color. Dude, you got a collection there, man.
Storm. On the bill, it's a storm.
Okay.
Storm. Yeah, Storm. Don't know. And then some old. I don't even know if I want to use these anymore, but if they're the Rapalas hold their value.
I mean, as a quality bait, yes, they do. They're the older ones, especially.
Yeah,
they
this
just
was in a box.
they
Yeah,
don't. It's one of those they don't make them like they used to, kind of things.
Yeah.
That one's not going to dive that deep though. That's probably going to go 1 to 5 foot, if even
Yeah,
that.
it's almost like a wake bait, which is cool,
Yeah.
especially if you're
Mhm.
fishing shallow.
That'd be another good one to use in spring,
what I
early
used
summer.
to do is put a small split shot about a foot in front of it.
Yeah.
And then when you
Yeah.
it'll float, and then when you reel, it'll go under and then come back up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did.
Chevanese Ferox hot chub.
Backbone Outdoors, man. What's up, buddy? Hey, I just watched your Backbone. I just watched your PB&J hair jig video. PB&J, I commented this on your channel, but PB&J is by far my favorite Ned rig color, dude. You're really talented when it comes to tying those hair jigs. I'm gonna go back through and watch a lot of your videos. I've been trying to keep up.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, I have to go through and do it also, but I have a lot of baits too. I mean, I've got that big box that Blake sent me, plus a tackle box full, and it would take me hours just to go through it. But I am excited to use that spider that he gave me, and I don't know.
Hunt. The
Yeah.
Lunker Hunt spider? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess these are
Green and
limited editions. I don't know if that matters or not. Those Rapalas, it's a limited edition.
It probably does.
Yeah.
You could, if you're, I mean, I don't know about bait collecting. I just noticed in the Facebook groups, you could just go on eBay and look up that product number and see what they sell
Yeah.
for. I'd hang on to it though, just for nostalgia's sake.
Right. I can't even open this one.
No, Clayton, that's not the budget guy. That's Tim. Hung. Did I pronounce it right? Hung? I never can pronounce your last name right. So if I pronounce it wrong, I apologize.
I don't think I'm going to use these.
Yeah, I suppose not. I mean, you never know.
Until I find out, yeah.
Exactly. You're out there throwing a $40 bait, you leave it in a tree. Go home and get the chainsaw.
What's up, Clayton?
What's up?
Not much. Just looking at some of Steve's baits and.
Use my language. I said the S word. I had a rookie Brett Favre card that was worth $300 at the time, and I was going to have a teacher. I didn't know at the time too. Apparently there was a teacher. He said he could get it signed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But them are the cards you don't really want to get signed anyways, from what I found out. You'd rather get a different one. Sometimes it depreciates the value on some of them.
Really? I didn't know that.
But I haven't looked to see what that thing would be worth nowadays. That was a 90. Hey, I got it open.
There you go.
What happened to the names, Robbie?
The what?
Yeah, we haven't got our names.
I probably took them off and didn't realize it. I can put them back on real quick.
Who is that above Steve? Have I met you before?
That's
No,
Tim.
I don't think we have, man. I was going to introduce myself. I'm Tim. Tim
Was
Honfish.
that Clayton? Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Clayton.
Hey,
Where are you from, Fishing Nut?
I'm from Texas.
I'm about 30, 45 minutes away from Robbie here. We're both from Illinoisans.
We're neighbors.
Wow.
There. That's why it wasn't on there. It's because I had the banner down there.
I'm only 15 hours from y'all.
Oh, dude, that Rapala is a classic. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it says it's the limited edition too. So I don't know. I don't want to be playing with them. And
no, you lose that one, and then you're not going to find another one like that.
Right.
You're not far from us, Clayton. Did you say 15 hours?
Yeah, Texas is a haul. Whereabouts in Texas are you, buddy? Because Texas is huge.
Yeah, I'm only 15 hours from y'all. Should go fishing.
I'm down, man. You know, I wanted to do some traveling this winter to go fishing, but my next
I'm
little
like
boy
right
is
at
due
the.
like
I'm pretty close
literally
to
any
the.
day now.
Okay.
Heck yeah,
Clayton, where are you from?
that's cool. Say it again.
What part of Texas are you from? You guys talked over each other.
Wichita Falls, Texas.
Okay.
He's
Which
up in the
I'm not.
Panhandle.
That's not where I'm from, but I'm close enough that I can say that, and most people know what it is.
Okay. And then while he's doing that, Tim, why don't you check this? This is what I'm wanting to use this year.
Oh, here's a little floater. That's what I can use
Right
for
there.
walleye.
Oh, did you see those ads on
Yeah.
Facebook and pick that up? Is that what? Because I was sorely tempted to get some of those.
I didn't know how to get a hold of you, Robbie. Do you have the reef robber?
Do I?
Yeah.
Earl.
He just did a giveaway. I was the first one that won.
Did you?
Yeah, I won. I think crawdads.
That's cool.
Yeah, they were
Nice.
more like a grasshopper color, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'll have to see. I emailed them. So
Okay.
these are little Phelps floaters. Put a minnow
those are
on
cool.
it and
Mm-hmm.
put a sinker about a foot and it'll hang. And
That's cool. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing how the scorpion's going to do this year.
I think it's going to do very well.
I mean, I'm just going to fish it as a jig, I guess.
It's just something they haven't seen before.
Yeah.
But it still looks like a natural presentation.
And it's red and black, or black and red, I should say. So I think it's going to do pretty. If I don't tear them up, opening the box back and forth, showing everybody before I even get to use them, that's the thing.
Are they pretty fragile?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they'll rip easy as far as bait wise goes, claws and stuff like that.
I'm gonna use this.
got a bunch of leaders.
Is that a crab?
That's sand crab.
Nice. I like that.
I never
Are
used
you fishing saltwater or freshwater with that, buddy?
Freshwater.
Let me know how that works out for you.
I've actually been pretty sick all day today. I went and tested for the virus and I was negative.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that's getting that mess. Steve, what was that one that you had? I didn't see it there.
Oh, it's just a small scale.
Oh, okay.
It only goes to 8 pounds. I don't even know if it works. Never used it. But it's got a little tape measure on it.
Yeah, that's cool. First time
fishing adventures.
First time you can always come up if you want to. I'm allowed 10 people up here, and if it gets too noisy, then
I was wondering where this knife was, but now I realized I put it in my tackle box. Just a little jackknife.
Hey, that's a nice little find.
I guess
I'm still waiting for one of my Kershaws to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost it somewhere. It's around here somewhere.
yeah. I just bought 2 knives. I've got them in the other room. I'm not going to go get them tonight because I show them all the time. So people are probably getting tired of seeing the knives. But no, Clayton, I seen you putting chat. If that was a budget guy. Oh.
Yeah, I thought because I haven't seen the budget guy's face. I was like, what? I was like, is he showing his face on camera? Because it didn't have the name.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, thinking it was him.
No, I've got 2 of those, Steve.
Yeah, they work okay.
Yeah. I would use them. I like the way the post that's in them and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mostly a cat fisherman, so I come here for advice on how to catch bass. And
there you go.
Well, I mean, I catch everything, but sometimes I just don't know the right colors for the right seasons and stuff.
Well, I used to do a lot of catfishing before I did YouTube. Like if I was going fishing, I was going catfishing, and I would go out at dark and fish till about 1 o'clock in the morning. And recently on New Year's Eve, it was so bad here. It was freezing cold and raining. So I drug my old catfish gear out, and I went out to an overpass on Crab Orchard Lake, which is not far from Robbie and I. And I caught a 9-pound, 6-ounce channel cat, which for that lake is like really good. Dang. So I started off my year strong.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean,
that is a good channel. Even
a lot of us bass guys probably started out fishing for catfish and then just moved off of catfish and went to bass.
I had no interest in bass fishing
Yes.
until I started YouTube at all.
Yeah.
Mm,
I don't think I'll
Yeah.
ever stop fishing for anything though.
Not to get off the topic real quick, I only caught 2 muskies since I was in Wisconsin. I never fished them heavily though,
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
but yeah, I've got one mounted in Wisconsin. I need to get fixed because it fell off the wall a few times. The fins are busted up, and
Muskies are kind of like unicorns.
Well,
yeah, they
yeah.
say it's the fish of 10,000 casts, right?
yep.
Yep.
Yeah. At least you've caught one. I haven't caught one yet. I will one day, maybe.
I think Kincaid has muskie, Robbie?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, first time. What's up, buddy? Long time no see.
Yeah.
hey, First Time Fishing Adventures. Hello, everybody in the chat. Sorry, I was playing with my tackle box and
Oh yeah, dude, I got lures just laid out everywhere.
I've got all mine in a box still, plus the shirts from the November tournament that I still need to mail off. It's insane. But after I do that, I'll have at least that spot cleaned off.
I need to get a new rod and reel more. Well, I got a rod. I just never broke down and bought me ever a good reel, like a good ball bearing one.
Are
Mine
you
all-
mostly
Huh.
spinning tackle?
What's that?
Are you mostly spinning tackle?
Yeah, or like I said, walleye, where I just leave it on the bank and. But
I was all spinning tackle until I started using a bait caster, and then I went all over the bait casters except for my catfish rods and bluegill
I
rods.
might get one to play around with.
It's addicting. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Once you start using it and you get it down, you don't want to go back to anything. You don't want to go back to anything else.
Yep,
At least that's my opinion. I'm not going to.
I'm the same way.
I use different
I'm
rods.
just worried about all that backlash all the time. I'm gonna practice in my yard and.
I'm gonna make a video on how to adjust it, how to fine tune it.
Okay.
That's
It's
actually-
There was
actually
one I
easy.
was. Go ahead.
I was gonna
No.
say it's actually the video I'm editing right now.
Is
Oh,
it?
for real?
Yeah.
Mine's probably gonna be like for conventional, like a catfish reel, but it's basically the same thing.
Is it the like the Abu ambassadors, the big circular ones? Is it basically the same concept as just your average like 100 size casting reel?
Yeah. Well, it's just that tensioner knob
Okay.
and the
Cool.
weight of whatever weight that you're gonna be using, and you let it. Or the way I do it is I'll reel it up to the top, and I'll tighten that tensioner knob all the way down. Then I'll open the bell, or I'll disengage it, or however you'd say it. And then I would just loosen that tensioner knob a little bit at a time until the lure falls and hits the ground without backlashing.
Right. And that's the way I do my bait casters. I'll tighten them, and then I'll slowly loosen them up. I'll hit the button, bell, whatever you want to call it, and just let it barely fall to the floor. Is what you're saying. If it falls too fast, then it's going to backlash or bird's nest, however you want to say it. And if not, then it won't. You know what I'm saying?
Now on the bait casting, can you flip the
bell open on a
switch hands with it turn it from a right hand to a
No.
left hand?
no.
Okay.
They've
so
made a
you gotta
couple of
order
weird
it.
ones where you could do that. You could switch the side plates, but those were not well made and they were super nichey.
Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
I've seen them.
Because they
I've
have a
heard
brake,
bad stuff about them.
they actually have a brake system on both sides. Well, mine do, don't they, Tim? Don't they both? I thought they did.
Yeah,
Some
there's
of them
all-
They
only
got a
have
brake
one,
system on both sides.
and then some of them have that magnetic brake, I think.
Yep.
I was looking at this one, Abba Garcia Black Max and Max.
I got that. I actually have that one.
That is a great place to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the one I'd get if I was going to get one.
Yeah.
$119.
Wait,
I've
the
caught
Black
some good
Max
sized
is
catfish on
119?
it.
Oh, that's the combo. That's the whole combo, isn't it?
I didn't
Yeah.
pay that much for it. I paid $60 at
Yeah,
Walmart.
Oh, for the reel and the rod?
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Dude,
I'll
good
check
I paid
Walmart
find.
40
out,
for just the
Jeff.
reel.
As I play with a $300 reel.
Yeah.
And you guys have all probably caught much better fish than me. That's the best part. Like, and I didn't buy this though. I traded for this. I traded for this and another reel. I traded one of my most expensive reels and rods for 2 very nice reels. So I wanted to try to lose higher end stuff.
That's what I want to do. I could have bought the quantum reels, which I do have a quantum reel.
Dude, the Accurist is so good. If you get the chance to pick up an Accurist, go for it. I was blown away by how good that reel is for $100. For the money, I think it's the best $100 reel. It's got a 5-year freaking warranty too. Like,
Yeah.
Accurist?
the Quantum Accurist. It's behind me, so I'm not gonna go get it. But yeah, it's a little white reel. It doesn't even look like much, but they work so good.
Yeah.
Tim, I'm gonna show you a reel, and you tell me how old you think it is, because I don't know. It's a Bass Pro Shop reel. Let me get up here. It's a Bass Pro Shop reel, and I found it actually gave to me. See how them brakes and stuff are on there?
Nice.
How old is that thing?
I'm gonna say 99 through 2002.
Okay.
That's my
Mine
guess.
is
28 years old.
Yeah. If it
In
was, it
7
wouldn't be
days.
on mine. Wouldn't be on mine. We all know that I've got the good ones put up.
Yeah, Jose picked up his Black Max for $69.
I got mine from Walmart.
Yeah, that's where I'll look.
I will pick up. Go ahead. Sorry, bud.
Oh, no.
I make a point to sorry, we're gonna keep doing that, so I'll just go. I'm sorry. I make a point, like, unless it's like something I need for the next morning, like terminal tackle or a pack of Senkos or something. I make a point to exclusively shop at Dunn Sporting Goods and now One Cast Fishing, because their prices are better than everyone else's around here. Robbie, it'd be worth a trip for you, man. You'd really like going in there. Even right now when the shelves are sparse, like, there's still such a variety. It's like our own little tiny Bass Pro shops.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're in the Marion area, I strongly suggest you check out Dunn's. You'll love it.
All right. Yeah, because I usually go to Dick's and Carbondale or Academy.
Their prices are insane.
Yeah.
How's Academy's prices? Are they reasonable?
No.
Yes.
No.
I think so.
No. Not here.
No, not here. Yeah, because like over at Dick's Sporting Goods, like any lure that's going to be, say for instance, Dunn's, the red eye Strike King lipless crankbait, right? Over at Dunn's, this is a $4.99 bait. Mm-hmm. I could. This isn't actually the color I like. I like the one with the gold accent, like the gold hue to it. I was looking for that specifically. I couldn't find it anywhere. And over at Dick's Sporting Goods, I had a job in Carbondale, so I swung in. Yeah, they had it, but it was $8 freaking. I was like, "What the heck? No way! I'm not gonna support a corporation and spend more." Yeah. No. So this is what I'm throwing right now.
Yeah, I mean, Clayton, there where you're at, Dick's or not Dick's Academy may be cheaper. I don't know. It's all based really on the taxes of everything, on whether it's going to be actually cheaper or not.
I've noticed a lot of guys in like Texas and California, a pack of Senkos for them is like $8. For us, it's like $5 or
$6. Black is an awesome reel. Mm-hmm. Jose said.
Yep. Yeah, Jose said, Jose has one as well. You guys want to see something kind of cool?
I got it. Don't freak out.
Skynet's listening.
Terminator. They're going to take over one day.
Dang, Jose, you got that Mad Catz Orange Crush.
Mm-hmm.
I'm jealous.
Man, I've got a loose cat daddy and a Shakespeare tiger that I catfish with, and they work fine for me. I mean, if not, I was using
both sides. One is a coarse and one is a fine adjust.
I caught. Don't know what that means. See that little micro 33 right there, Clayton? I caught a 2-pound catfish on that.
My buddy. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Next.
My buddy Willie from Wanna Go Fishing, he sent me one of those, like a classic one from the like 80s or 90s, along with a really cool little travel rod that I commented on. Mm-hmm. I've yet to try it, but this spring I want to put like some 4-pound line on it, take it out with one of my lighter rods, like my old Shakespeare rod back there, and just go crappie fishing or bluegill fishing with it, just to get some of that childhood nostalgia back.
You know where that pond is that you were fished, Robbie? That and get a cheap fly rod and do some bass fishing with that, boy. You want to talk about some fun?
Yeah, and that's possible too. I mean, right now I've got for bluegill, I have a 10-foot crappie rod with a micro Shimano on it with 6-pound Invisalign.
Yeah.
But that's what I use for bluegill and crappie. And I don't bluegill fish as much as I want to. The only reason I bluegill fish is because my wife and daughter, they just eat it the heck out of it. So we do a big fish right here at the house at least twice a year in the summer. What reel do you have right there, Tim?
I will answer that question, but first, Jose asked us, have any of you used the Megatron 6000? Is that a Cast King spinning reel, Jose?
I think so. I'm not sure.
It sounds like something from a video game.
It does, for sure. But
Transformers.
I think it's a Cast King reel because I actually own a couple of Cast King spinning reels. But the answer to him is no, I have not. But I have used their Brutus, which is a similar reel, and it is a good reel if he's considering buying it. This, guys, is actually one of my favorite pet projects right now. This is an Abu Garcia Revo SX. I walked into Dunn Sporting Goods, and I asked them, because they're low on reels right now, if what they had in left hand, and he went into the back and he had a Shimano SLX, which I've owned like 3 of now. I've tried Shimano 100 times. I'm just not a Shimano guy. I can't argue they're not amazing reels, but they don't do anything for me. Have you ever bought something and you hold it in your hands like, oh, but then you also buy something that's equally nice and you're just like, it's nice. Well, that's Shimano for me. But the cool thing is I a while ago, back there in parts, sitting on that red mat, is an Abu Garcia Revo Rocket that I bought for $100 that was crunchy and just ugh. And I got a video coming out whenever I get around to finishing the edit of how I just broke it down, rebuilt it, put ceramic bearings in it, brand new friction pads, brand new main gear, pinion gear, and yoke, and all sorts of stuff, and refurbished it. And then I'm going to take it out and fish it. But in the meantime, I took the ceramic bearings out of it and I put it in here. I took the carbon fiber crank handle off of it. And I've been fishing the crap out of this thing. And as much as I love my 6-scale Hamar that I reviewed, it is the furthest casting reel. This thing will sling a bait. Like it. And I didn't like Abu Garcia before that because I bought an STX and an S at the same time at Gander when they were doing their 50 to 75% off thing. And both of them, the side plate would just pop off and fall off the reel. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right. So when you're a kayak angler and there's a good chance it's going to fall in the water, they were both doing it. So it must have been like a generational thing with their side plates. So I took them both back and I went and I got a Corrado DC instead. And then I ended up trading that for something else.
Okay, I got a weird question.
Sure, man.
Yep.
It might be strange to some people. I'm right-handed, but I reel with my left hand. Now, if I would order a bait cast, is that a right hand or is that a left hand?
You're right-handed, but you reel with your left hand?
The answer is yes. Both, really.
Okay.
Both. Well,
if you reel with your right hand, you'd get a right-handed one because it's
if
you use a spinning reel, it's on the bottom. If you use a bait casting reel, it's on the top.
Yeah.
So you'd still reel the same way.
A reel on the left side.
Okay.
Oh, you reel on the left?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
you get a
but I hold the
left-handed
rod
bait
with
caster.
my right hand.
So, Robbie, you fish right-handed, don't you?
yes.
But you reel spinning rods with your left hand, don't you? No, you feel.
No, I do everything with the right, and with the spinning reels, what I'll do is I'll take the handle off and I'll flip it around.
Okay. I backwoods. I'm just like you, buddy. I started with spinning gear. I fished left-handed with the spinning reel my whole life, and so when I went to bait casters, because I noticed everybody they all fish with it on the right, and it felt really weird to me to have my non-dominant hand holding the rod, which is like you want your right hand, the strong hand holding the rod. So I went left-handed. I never looked back. That being said, a lot of people, most people, they will, even though they fish spinning gear with their left hands, they find that the right hand is more comfortable. If I were you, I would just walk into a Walmart that has both on the shelf,
play with it.
pick it up, and
Yeah.
one of them is going to feel natural.
Okay.
You won't know until you know, and then
Okay.
and you know that's what you want to do.
All right.
That's how I am too, Tim. Like
Yeah.
on the
I
bait
mean, with
casters, I'll
a
do it
closed
with my
face,
right hand.
it was
And
fine
then-
with the closed face, but with an open face, it just felt better with the open face on the left side.
I fish everything left-handed because I think it's easier
Yep.
to tell your non-dominant hand to do this for
Yeah.
me, but other people are
Yep.
not that way. We're the minority here.
Here, let me show you how I do mine real quick. Where am I at? Okay, so my left hand right here is my
Mhm.
non-dominant hand. Okay, the reel's on the right. I reel with the right. Okay.
Yeah.
What I should be doing is holding this pole in the right hand and reeling with my right hand or left hand.
Mhm.
But I
Right.
can't do it that way because I've always held the pole in my left hand, so I reel with my right. So
See, I'm
Is it-
worried about because with my right hand, you got to put your thumb over the line to keep it from backlashing, right?
Well, the thing is
No.
people no, they everybody casts right-handed. I've
Yeah.
never seen anybody who casts. I mean, you can. There are some really good guys out there who can skip and flip with both. But for the most part, if you watch like any of the big guys, they will cast with their right hand,
mhm.
and then as they're like stopping it, they'll switch and go to their left hand, which also
Huh.
never made sense to me. I was like,
I mean, yeah, and they're real fast about it. Sometimes you don't even catch it unless you're actually
Mhm.
washing their hands. They'll switch real quick, and then they're just constantly reeling. Especially if it's a swim bait or a jerk bait. I mean, not jerk bait, crankbait. I mean, they're constantly reeling. Jose said last year he was gifted the Catfish Pro Tournament Series combo,
ooh,
and he likes it. So I
fancy.
haven't got that fancy yet with catfishing. Maybe one day I will.
So when you cast the bait caster, then you don't have to put your thumb over the wheel.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, that's
Well-
what I
Depends on
got.
it
That's what I
depends on
thought.
it depends on your setting. Now, if you want to bird nest a lot, if you don't have the brake set right, then you're gonna, and your thumb's not on there to feather it, then yeah, you're gonna bird nest a lot and have a bunch of
Yeah,
knots.
and that's where my right thumb would feel better on that. That's what I'm
Yep.
getting when I cast. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Because
Yeah, if
When
you
I
have it
cast-
to where you go ahead, sorry.
no, you're fine.
So
Go
I'm
ahead.
thinking the left reel would be better for me, but I'll find out when I go to Walmart.
Yeah, the good news is as soon as you hold them, you're gonna know which one feels right.
Yeah.
But if you have your brake set to where you don't have to thumb that spool, at least towards the end of the cast, one of two things is gonna happen. You're either gonna backlash every cast, or you're not gonna be casting very far at all. Like,
Right.
'cause-
Okay.
yeah, you'll get the hang of it, man. I'm gonna make a video, and I can't see your name now because our names aren't up there. But this
Yeah,
fine
they're-
gentleman down here with the white and red curly tail, he's making a video, and there's hundreds of videos out there. Like it's gonna suck at first, and then you're gonna get it, and then
Mhm.
you're gonna get addicted. It happens every time.
Yeah, and that's what happened with me too. Because until I got my brakes set right, I could only cast maybe 5 foot out in front of me, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And then I started adjusting the brakes until I can cast 15, 20, whatever feet out. I
With
can
my
actually.
conventional reels, I can. Okay, so I have some that I have to thumb it, but I have some that are they just have a better quality, so I
Mhm.
don't have to thumb them.
The 6
I
skill
can
Hamar
cast
is that
them and
way.
I can trust
So
them
what's
to stop. when
the
they're
main
supposed to.
difference really between the bait casters and the open reel? Is it just something new that people want to do because it's
A bait
It
caster
puts
will
less
cast further.
tension on the line.
It's
oh
Is
there's
what I was told.
there's more force
Mm-hmm.
reeling a bait caster. There's more torque pulling that line in.
Yep.
And
Okay.
there is a more consistent accuracy because you're controlling exactly how much line comes out. That being
Okay.
said, technically, pound for pound, if you took a medium heavy spinning rod and you took a medium heavy casting rod and you put a 100 or a 3000 size casting reel and a 100 size bait caster, which are equivalently about the same amount of line, with the
Mhm.
same line on the same pounds and the same lure, theoretically, the spinning reel should actually cast further because
Mhm.
there's less friction on the rotational mass of the spool. That being said, I've always been able to huck bait casters a heck of a lot further, but I think it's because we tend to fish heavier lures on bait casters. And there's just something that I've seen some, like John from Creek Fishing Adventures, like he doesn't even talk about it, but if you pay attention, he can put lures like between two branches under a log. He doesn't even he doesn't, I don't know if he doesn't realize or he just doesn't care. He can he just throws darts with his spinning gear. But me
Mhm.
personally, if I need to put a bait in like say for instance, I know there's a fish in the Y of that log, but if I go to the right, I'm snagged. If I go to the left, he's not going to see it. It's a bait caster for me every time.
Yep.
That's
Huh.
That's
All
how I
right.
do. I mean, like I said, after I went to baitcaster, pretty much all of my bass rods, well, all of my bass rods have baitcasters on them. I don't have one with the spinning reel on anymore, which I should have but I don't.
Don R says, I use both of these and I don't really think about it. I'm lucky for that. Yeah, man. If you don't think, like I said, I'm jealous of the YouTubers who put like the fishing before the gear. I'm the other way around. Like I'm always obsessed with my gear. I'm always like putting different rods on different reels and retying stuff on. Like some guys, they can go out with like a Plano 3500 and catch fish all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm always obsessing over gear. Like I've got my priorities backwards.
Yeah, I am too. Crankmaster Mason, you're new to the channel. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us tonight. And if
Yeah,
you
welcome,
want,
buddy.
Master, what's up, man?
type the word drop in chat, and Nightbot will drop your link for you, and then everybody can pick your channel up. And then anyone else that would like to type the word drop in chat, they can also do so, and you guys can pick each other up. It's all about sharing and connecting and having fun. That's what it's about.
Amen, brother.
Jose says that Catfish Pro with a 6-ounce to 30-pound slime line cast about 50 yards or more.
I bet, dude. Heavy lead like that, I bet it zips.
Yeah. But you've got that heavy weight behind you, too, yeah. And you go to throw it, you can feel it because I've done it. Maybe not with a slime cat, but I've done it with the Lou's Cat Daddy, and it's heavy. Which, fishing in Mississippi this year, catfishing, I'm going to have to do it, so.
I've got the Daiwa beef stick, the 12-foot medium heavy Daiwa beef stick, and I can cast on a good cast. I can hit 100 yards. On a okay cast, I can hit 70 yards.
Yep.
But it's like one of those things where, like, when you cast it and then you go to reel it in, you're probably not getting your rig back,
Right.
because you're pulling it through rocks and trees and.
Alvin, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in again tonight. Gray Wolf, what's up? I'm just seeing you guys as you come in. Thanks for coming in and spending a little bit of time with us tonight. We're just hanging out, learning something from each other and connecting.
I got to go get some water. I'm getting a little bit of a headache. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, man.
Could be just allergies, though.
Yeah. Don R says, depends on how much weight and where I am determines what pole and reel I use.
Yeah. That's why I have 12 or 11. On my right are the ones I use on the daily. On my left, I have my backup spinning rod, my crappie rod, and my catfish rod, and then one rod that's just kind of sitting there, not doing anything. But everything you see behind my head is all my bait, my bass gear, and they all serve a different purpose.
Right, and that's how mine are. Some people just think you're completely crazy that a fishing rod is a fishing rod and a reel is a reel, but they all serve a different purpose for me. My wife said, "Why do you have to have so many?" I said, "Because I do so many different things with them." And then
I'm gonna show y'all all my reels, my rods and stuff real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, let's see this, man.
First time in, you're always more than welcome to come up and hang out with us on the panel. Also, Jose, you can always come up if you would like.
Maybe he's about streamed out for the night. I kept him occupied for about an hour and a half.
Oh, I know. And then my fingers, I'm like, man, I'm getting tired. You can get you a Nightbot like I've got and just program it in there. And then you won't even need that many moderators.
It's a mess out here. Let me plug this in.
Go ahead, Tim.
Did you have to delete any bot comments on my live stream? Because I didn't get any as far as I could tell.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, I guess I'm blessed that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
There we go. Seismic Fisher, welcome.
What's up, man?
Cold and windy. Yeah.
This is my channel cat setup.
There you go. Wait, hold on. Take that back.
Rod.
Hold on. Is that a hair jig I see on there?
And let us see that one again.
Hold on. Bring back that channel cat. Bring back that channel cat setup. Was that a hair jig we saw on that channel cat rod? Or was I just blind?
I run it with the 8-ounce sinker. And it's pin 309.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Heard a lot of stuff you ate.
these are my drifting rigs. I've got it on the roughneck rod, and then I've got the Sal Galing Surfmaster 50s.
Mm-hmm.
I'll run those whenever I'm on the boat for drifting. And then this is the only bass rod I have. It's the Black Max. It's the one that he's talking about getting.
Yep. That's
And
an
I've got
older
it
one,
on
though.
a 6'6" medium heavy Abu Garcia. What is it
Along with a
called?
lipless.
I don't even remember what it's called. Ambassador.
Yeah. Hey, what that first rod you picked up? What was on it?
The
The
first
very-
rod, the
Yeah.
Channel Cat rod.
Yeah, it looked like you had a hair jig
Just
on
because he
there.
loves the Black Max.
It's
I'm
for
gonna have to
Pro
get me
Cat.
one of them.
Okay. What?
It's
what,
broken, but I fixed it just enough that I can
Oh,
still use it. So it's
was
just
just
Channel Cat rod now.
The lead weight. It looked. Am I crazy? That looked kind of like a hair jig. Am I blind, guys? Because
No,
that totally looked like a hair jig on there. I was like, my man's on another level. Hair jigs for catfish. I never thought.
Yeah. And
Wait,
I thought it was
what?
when I
I
looked
could
at it.
barely hear y'all.
When you first showed it, it looked like a hair jig. I'm like, my man's fishing for catfish with a hair jig. What is
Hair. Yeah,
Yeah, it looked like a hair
I do
jig.
that sometimes actually.
Well, Backlash can catch bass on liver or on chicken. He used chicken breast and caught 2 nice sized bass not too long ago. So
That's neat. Is
Yeah.
that a carp? Is that for carp, buddy?
It's for carp, and I also catch catfish with it too.
okay.
I'll put a no roll sinker, and then I'll make a pack bait, and I just pack bait around it, just like for carp. And then I'll shove it in, throw it out.
I've always been curious. What's up with I assume those are baits, so to speak, under that bottom circle hook. What's up with that? Why do they rig up carp baits with a hook above the bait like that?
Basically, what it is like whenever the carp comes, it'll suck it up,
Mm-hmm.
and the hook will go into its bottom lip.
Oh.
So it leaves, because a carp has a pretty small mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever the carp comes, it sucks the corn in, and then it'll do a blowback where it'll kind of and it'll kind of spit it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it spits it out, it hooks it.
Okay. I've always wondered that. Now I've learned something tonight. That's amazing.
It's like it'll find your ball of bait, and it'll start eating it, and it'll kind of take a bite and then spit it out. Take a bite, spit it out, and then it'll just get a little bit at a time. They're kind of weird.
Okay. I mean, I've always just used a night crawler and a hook whenever I'll catch carp or something, but I've always fished them at night. I've never thought about using one of those. Just a regular catfish hook.
And then I've got this whole mess.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I've been organizing it, but not really, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm convinced that
What
fishing
would you
gear
use this
doesn't
for?
stay organized. Off the top of my head, I'd take that up north with me to Wisconsin and throw it for a muskie.
Oh, yeah.
I might go to Brazil, and I was thinking about taking it to Brazil to try to get peacock bass.
There you go.
Northern will jump on that too. You'd be surprised the bass might take that too, especially when they're spawning.
Actually, I have something that's similar that I got from Amazon. That is a bass bait.
Yeah.
Is
that a floater?
I don't know why I can barely hear y'all. I have to get
Here, I'll drop down. And
I got it all the way.
I was gonna say, did you accidentally turn it down whenever you set it down? Maybe
it's up all the way. I can hear Tim the best, and then Steve and Robbie are I can barely hear y'all. Oh no,
this guy's got a mic. Although I can hear Robbie and Steve just fine, so I don't know. It's crazy.
So.
Speaking of Amazon, so for last Christmas, my girlfriend got me. She's like, because every time she goes to Walmart, she'll pick me up a single fishing lure because she's like, "Do you want something from Walmart?" I was like, "A fishing lure." She's like, "What kind?" I was like, "You literally can't go wrong." And so that became our little thing, right? So so for Christmas, she got me one of those Amazon fishing kits, and she's like, "Is it good?" I'm like, No. No, but you've done great because every YouTuber's got the Amazon fishing kit video. So you just gave me a video for Christmas. Thank you, babe. So I haven't even opened it up. I have no idea what's in it, and when spring comes, I'm going to use it.
There are some weird looking. Did you say you got the crankbait ones?
I don't know. It's a box about this thick, about this long, and it's black, and it's got broken English text on it. It's pretty cool.
Hey, Gray Wolf.
Because with mine, it came in a plastic clear bag, and they were all separate. I can show you some of mine real quick, and they were all like bunched together in the bag, but all in separate baggies. And some of them almost feel like they have no weight to them at all, which isn't good. Which tells me that they're going to float or not even swim right.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
It's Gary.
Definitely not going to swim.
They're not going to. I don't think they're going to swim like that. I've never used them. I just keep them in here to, I don't know, to give away if I need to.
Mm-hmm.
But like this one, I'm never going to use that. Which you can't see the green on it. Hold on. But let me see. Background. I'm not ever going to use that for anything.
I think you'll get bit on that in chocolate milk water. Yeah, I think you'll get bit on that.
He's opening his mouth for y'all.
That's cool. Hey, Clayton, before I forget, buddy, you showed me that green sunfish. My very first bull shad bait, like, the Mike Buka bull shad, was like a 12-inch green sunfish out of a private pond. He attacked it. So I love green sunfish, man. Oh, dude, those little crankbaits are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, they never swim right, but they're so cool.
Yeah, it's not going to swim right, but yeah, that's what I got in the pack too. Was a whole handful of them, different colors and stuff.
It's Carl the crappie.
You named them all. What was the cat? What was the catfish's name? What was the catfish's name?
I think he froze up. Oh, there he is. Now you can ask him again.
What was the catfish's name?
The other one was Bill, and this one is Bob, the bullhead.
Nice.
Bill and Bob.
I'm glad he fell back in the water.
That fish, he gone.
Dude, YouTube does not like animal abuse. You got to stop that.
Yeah.
They're bait. They're getting used for bait.
Big winner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna catch a 6-pound flathead on.
Okay.
He's going to try
bigger than that, but
he's going to try to catch one on it.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I put on like a 8-inch bullhead and I caught a 3-pound channel cat.
I wouldn't doubt it. They'll eat them. I just don't eat. What the heck? You have to get back in. Oh, are you kidding me right now? Okay. Nothing. It doesn't want to go back in the tackle box, of course.
Of course not.
There it goes. And nothing ever wants to go back the way it was when you took it down. But I got it.
Those baits I had were so lifelike.
Yeah, they're so lifelike, man. They catch anything with them. Brings me to think, Tim, we can't use crappie for catfish bait here, can we?
No, we cannot. And guess who?
Think so.
Guess who?
I can't
did that
either.
On I'm selling myself. I did that on January 1st, and luckily I didn't catch a fish because I didn't even think about it till after the fact because they're technically a game fish. We're not allowed to use those for bait, and I totally did. I was like, oh crap! I was so glad I didn't catch a fish and put that up and get in some serious trouble about it. Luckily, he actually swam away after I took the hook out of his back, so hopefully he's okay. I felt really bad about that.
Mm-hmm.
That crappie that I have,
Mm-hmm.
whenever I went fishing with one of my friends, he thought it was a green sunfish because it's so little.
Yeah.
And he put it in my live well, and I brought it home, and I was like, "Bro, this is a crappie. We can't use this." So he's just like my pet now.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely can't use those in bass or anything like that. Any game fish we can't use for bait.
Yep.
Everything else is up for grabs. Another question I'm asking since you're on here. If I was to want to transport some grass carp state to state, I didn't think so.
Nope, you can't unless it's going from a private body of water to another private body of water in a state which allows the transport of fish from one body of another to another. Like Illinois cannot, period.
Yeah,
I know Alabama can. So, like in general, you'd have to, I guess, ship them. If you could even, you'd have to actually ship them and do it. The DNR is definitely who you'd contact about that.
Yeah.
But honestly, through all the hoops you'd have to jump through, it'd be better just to buy some grass carp from a local fishery.
Well, I knew that we couldn't with the bluegill. You know, we can't move bluegill and crappie. I knew that, but I wasn't sure about the whole grass carp thing.
See, in Texas, it's just that you can't transport water from one body of water to another. So, like, I can go and catch bluegill and stuff and keep them for bait, but I have to bring my own water to put them in.
So, Steve, that means I'll have to come over there.
Yeah. I have to figure out where they're at, or either that, or I may just have to order some.
Because
if you, I was going to say, if you just Google fisheries in your area, they might have it.
Yeah.
Plus, God forbid, man, especially in Southern Illinois, I don't know about where you're at, Robbie, but over here, like Heron Lake and Crab Orchard, we got some serious parasites. Like I won't eat fish out of Heron Lake at all for what I've seen, just the amount of trash and the parasites. So you might actually be better off just ordering them from a hatchery because you know they're going to be clean fish.
Yeah.
Like if you're putting them in your private pond, I'd hate for like your fish to get the ick or something because of one grass carp. That would really, really suck.
Yeah, get ick and then they all die.
So I want to now earlier, you guys, if you've ever watched my channel, you know I'm a Daiwa fanboy. So we were talking about how great the Abu Garcia Black Max is, but another one that needs a shout out is the Daiwa CC80. It's the same frame except it's carbon as the Daiwa Tatula, which I've owned like 8 of, and then also it's only $70, and then also the CA80, which is $100. It's the aluminum frame. Daiwa makes some incredible reels, and I've been beating the crap out of mine, and I can't kill them. I've tried.
Right.
Heck yeah.
I actually seen one, and I didn't get it, and I guess I should have grabbed one. But my wife has pretty much bought all of my stuff and said, "Here you go." And I said, "Okay, I'm not going to complain. If you're going to give it to me, then I'm going to take it."
My sister has bought a lot of my fishing gear. Like she's always given me money for fishing. She's like, "I want a shout out as your channel sponsor." I'm like, "You definitely are." Like,
okay, hold on. We're going to look at this comment in a minute. Catfish are not bottom feeders. I disagree with that. They are aggressive feeders and will hit most anything when they are feeding. Catfish, I believe, are bottom feeders more than anything. Now, you can catch them on a bobber or whatever, but more or less, catfish around here where I fish are biting off the bottom. I mean, I don't know.
Each species is different.
Yeah.
Catfish are
so
opportunistic
a mud cat
feeders.
and a channel cat are going to primarily be like bottom feeders, but a channel cat's more likely to go up and attack fish in the water column. Blue cats are like so aggressive, they don't care where they're at. They're going to eat whatever's in their path. And flatheads are kind of like a stalker. So flatheads will sit in one place all day long, and then they might go out for like 1 hour to eat. And they'll hunt. They'll go find their food.
I don't know if I have you subscribed to you or not. If you can type drop in the... I have Clayton, but I don't know if I have...
Tim?
Yeah.
Tim, can you type drop in the chat so I can pick you up?
Let me go over and...
Quite a few of the people in the...
And then, but yeah, they do feed aggressively depending on what time of the year it is.
Yeah. Also, their size matters too. Like if they're a small catfish, they're going to be more opportunistic and eat whatever they can find, which is going to be stuff on the bottom.
Yep.
And then the bigger that a channel cat gets, it's going to become more of a predator, basically.
Yep, I've caught channel cats on a lipless crankbait, a spinnerbait, a Ned rig, and on a rooster tail before. And the cool thing about catfish, I don't know a lot about blues and flatheads here because we primarily have channel cats and bullhead. But bass will not, because they are predatory fish. They're opportunistic. They'll eat anything. But
Tim,
bass...
you are Sismic?
No, I am Tim Hahn Fishing.
Well, I had 3 people drop type drop at the same time, and they all went. Yours is the one that, Tim. You'll have to just type drop again.
They're like, come subscribe to me, Steve.
But yeah, 3 people type drop at the same time.
Bass and catfish do not eat in the same place at the same time, because bass they take the L to catfish. They don't want to have to compete with catfish for food. So he's right. Well, we're all right. They are bottom feeders. They will eat anything, but they do also hunt. They will go after their prey.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And this
bullheads. What's crazy is like I have a creek here, and I'll go and I'll throw lures. And I won't get any bites from bullheads. I'll catch all green sunfish, bluegill, pumpkin seed, all that stuff. But as soon as I put on like stink bait or a chunk of shad, I'll just every cast you'll catch a bullhead in the exact same area. So it's like something swims past them and they don't even care.
There's Steve. I dropped it.
Have y'all ever caught a bullhead on any lures before?
I haven't.
No.
I can catch the crap out of them on Nightcrawler though.
Right. It's like as soon as something's just an easy meal, a bullhead's like, oh yeah. If they have to chase it, they're like, eh.
Here's another question. A bullhead is a catfish, but people call it a mudcat. But a bullhead is a type of a catfish. So, because you want to know the difference between a bullhead and catfish, they're in the same family.
Yeah.
Just
there's actually different species of bullhead too.
Mm-hmm. The bullheads, of course, don't get enough recognition in them because they're mud cats that taste like mud, whatever.
Oh, they taste terrible. At least here.
Yeah. Grey Wolf, how are you? In and out for the next few hours. Hope you have a great day. That's all right, Johnny. That's cool. But yeah, I just catch them for fun. Just catch them and throw them back. I mean, they only get like a foot and a half long, maybe.
Now, Fishing Nut, I actually have a question for you, buddy, or anybody here who's caught big catfish. Now, I've seen people lip catfish. What is the trick to keep them from biting the absolute crap out of your finger? Or do you just get used to it? You just get used to the... Okay.
Basically, it's like if you can put the way that when I hold them by their lip to keep them from biting me, I make sure that like the weight of their body is pulling against their bottom jaw, which is not really good, I don't think. It's kind of, I wouldn't say cruel, but it's kind of putting pressure on their jaw. So I like to use those fish grips when I hold them.
There you go.
So they can bite the fish grip and I don't have to get my fingers all bloodied up.
Yeah, because I'm not putting my finger in a catfish's mouth. Period. I'll have to get a pair of grippers. That's why in all my videos where you see me catfishing, I'm actually holding it from the side behind the 2 fins.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. If I have to put my hand in its mouth to land it, I will. But I don't want to.
No, I don't want to either.
It's like I want this fish, but I don't want my fingers to get torn up.
Yeah,
because they will. That pad that they've got in their mouth, it's rough, really rough.
It's no joke. Like, because that 9-pound channel cat I caught, like, I didn't have my gripper that day. Wasn't even thinking about it because I never catfish, and I was like, I'm not going to grab him behind the things here because I'll drop him, and if I drop her on these rocks, it's going to be really bad for her. She's a really beautiful fish, and I had no intention of eating her out of Crab Orchard. I don't trust Crab Orchard like that. But so I took the bite from her, and yeah, she chewed my thumb up pretty good, but it was worth it because throughout the day, the next couple of days, I'd feel that roast skin. I'm like, oh yeah, I caught that huge fish from that. Like a 40-pound like bull or flathead or a blue. I want to keep that thumb.
Yeah.
If you do put your hand in their mouth, you got to make sure that you got like a really firm grip, and because they're going to be trying, when they bite down, it's not what's bad, it's when they spin.
Yes.
When they bite down and spin,
going to a death roll. And when they go into that death roll, man, they can spin your wrist pretty good if they're big enough. I mean, that's why I always grab them behind those 2 dorsal fins or whatever they are, and I don't even mess with their mouth. And like Don said, don't put your finger in their mouth.
See, flatheads, I personally haven't been cut up by the flatheads that I've caught. I don't know what it is. It's just their mouth is different. It doesn't like really clasp together the same as a blue cat. But even a small blue cat,
I gotta
I'm
get
like,
used to these gar around here.
Gar?
Yeah.
I'm not messing with no gar.
see, I always grab a gar right in the middle of its body and stay away from its gill plates, because the gill plates will slice you.
Yeah.
I love gar.
If I do catch one, I'm going to have gloves on also,
Yep.
because I'm not about to get cut up. You know how bass's mouth sometimes will rub your fingers raw sometimes, Tim? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, bass thumb.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've had that plenty of times.
Mm-hmm. I love gar, dude. They're like one of the oldest fish species. There's only like 3 that are older than them. But and I hate it. I hate going fishing and I see like people just throwing gar on the bank. I'm like, come on,
Dude, me
man.
too.
They're part of the ecosystem. Like they're not bothering anybody. But I understand why people get annoyed catching them, because people hope they come off before they get to the bank. But like they fight so well. And it's not like for most bass fishermen where if you catch a catfish, you get annoyed because they slam up your line and fray your line really bad. Like you just, you retie, you enjoy the fight of the fish. It's always good content if you're worried about YouTube. And I think gar, correct me if I'm wrong, next to sturgeon, have the potential to get to. They are the biggest freshwater fish we have next to sturgeon in the United States. That and spoonbill. Spoonbill get really big too.
I think alligator gar can.
Yeah, because you guys watch TI Pig Patrol by chance, do you?
Yeah.
If you, like he catches insane fish. I don't know how he does that so consistently.
Have you ever seen Catching Dinosaurs?
I've not, no, because that's not really my vein. I just like Ty. I like his personality, and he started off crappie and bass fishing. That's how I got subscribed, and I just stuck around because he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Jose said that when they roll, they can knock you off your feet if they're big enough.
Oh yeah, it's like a wrestling match.
Yeah.
If bigger, I use lip grips. There you go.
That's how I hold them, either behind the fins or that are directly behind the gills, or lip grips. So
even a 10-pound blue cat can be pretty hard to deal with, especially depending on where you're at.
What's it called when you? One thing I know I'm never going to do is noodling.
Oh yeah.
Under no circumstances am I noodling. Not a chance in hell.
Nope, not me either.
The only way that I would do it is if I had a guide.
Even then, man, I don't
I'm
trust
not
anyone.
even a water person to begin with.
You think that you don't know how big that catfish is that's in that water.
It's not even the catfish I'm scared of. It's like snapping turtles and cottontails.
And
like,
beavers.
That's true.
Yeah, beavers. Like there are too many things down there that can no way. No way.
That's true. I didn't even think about the water moccasins being in the catfish hole.
You watch some of this stuff like these.
No, I heard.
Like I've been noodling my whole life. You're missing half a finger.
Yeah.
See, I've been told
Youper, what's up, man?
Snakes can't bite in the water, and then I heard some people that snakes can bite in the water.
Mm-hmm. Cottonmouths can specifically.
Yeah, they can.
I know. Yeah.
Cottonmouths can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cottonmouths.
I just remember one time I was at the Red River, and my dad's buddy was noodling, and me and my dad weren't doing it, but he was. He went down, and he was under for a good 40 seconds probably, and then he came back up, and he was like, too much fur. He's like, that's not a fish. And his fingers were all jacked up. Where beaver had, it wasn't even a big beaver either. It was like a little one.
Oh no! Yeah, no, absolutely not.
I was watching you jam earlier, Youper.
Oh, we have a musician in chat.
Couple of them.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they were having I don't know what you call it. They were having a fun time. There's 4 people on Harold's.
I missed it.
And they had their wigs on and old time, they were just jamming. Youper was singing and they were jamming.
Was he playing his mandolin?
No,
I missed it too.
He was just singing. He might have been later. I don't know. I always popped in for a little bit.
And then Clayton,
sorry, I missed that, Youper.
Clayton there can play the guitar and sing a song too. So he's a musician also. Even if he doesn't want to put it out there, I'll put it out there for him.
I have almost no musical talent whatsoever.
I don't either.
Oh man,
The air guitar is about all I got.
there you go.
Air guitar is the most fun guitar because you don't have to actually learn.
Yeah.
All I've got is the big bass behind my head. That's it.
Now, when you watch someone air guitar, Clayton, though, can you tell if that guy doesn't know what he's doing?
Sometimes it just depends.
I broke a
It's in-
string.
Oh, he broke a string.
We broke
I'm
the
the
string.
type of guy to break a string air guitaring. So don't feel bad, buddy.
I primarily play metal, like
There
I'm a
you
go.
metal vocalist, but I
You would
play
like-
acoustic.
Mhm.
And I sing
Trying
a
to
few
think of the
songs.
radio station I used to have. You would like Madison Rock 91.4. They play a lot of heavy metal.
Heck yeah.
Can't carry a tune in a bucket.
I think that's supposed to be bucket.
Yeah.
Can't carry a tune in a boucher.
I mean, I can play a little. Nothing. If I practice with the guitar enough, I could do it. I play more by ear, though. I don't play. There's no way I can play by notes.
Right.
I
tried
can
to
actually
spell-
read music. From when I was a kid, I used to play piano. I can read music. I just can't play them well anymore.
Yeah.
I can read guitar music, and I try to self-teach myself, which I did pretty good. I can play some songs, but I put it down. It
If
just
you can learn,
it didn't hold my attention. Some people it may hold their attention, but for me myself, it just didn't hold my attention.
yeah. I feel like if you can learn G, D, A, F, and C, and
Yeah.
E, you can play pretty much any song ever. It won't be like the exact same way, but you can
Right.
make it work.
Mhm.
Yep.
No, and I've got a bad hand, so my hand would start to cramp up and stuff. And I said, "No, I'm done." I mean, I have a guitar in the closet over there, but I can't do it. I have a trigger finger in my right hand, and it sticks. Like, where's my hand? Like that right there. I'm trying to open it, but I can't open that finger.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the other hand, and I can open it and use it, and it hurts. I mean, I need to have surgery on it.
Yeah. Have you already tried the therapy for it?
I've tried everything for
Yeah,
it.
then it's my pastor is a physical therapist. He was talking about a patient he was treating with trigger finger and how it's wild how you literally people think you're playing, but you really cannot open it up.
If I make a fist like this right here, I can't open that hand, that finger, and I'm trying. You can see the veins in my.
Have you tried
wrist.
CBD oil or anything?
Yeah. No, and then I'm actually trying to move it. I can move it.
I don't know
But
if
I
that would
can't-
do anything or
I
not. But
can't open it.
wow.
What is it called?
Trigger finger.
Huh.
It's tendonitis, really scar tissue, but
Oh,
they call it a trigger finger.
Carpal tunnel.
No,
it's
different from carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Different.
So what happens is the tissues and the cartilage surrounding the tendons that move back and forth when your fingers, I only know because my pastor was telling us about it, they get either swollen or they have calcium buildup to the point that whenever you pull it, kind of like whenever you have ice in your guides on a fishing reel, actually. Like, so when you can pull it, it'll come out. But then when you go to pull it back, it's actually catching on that buildup of calcium or that tissue. And all that tension isn't pulling your finger, it's pulling that buildup. And it's uncomfortable and you can't open your finger.
Does it hurt
It's
a lot?
crazy.
Does it hurt?
Yeah.
Only when it goes closed by itself, because I should be wearing a brace on at night because it can actually go closed at night on itself, and then at night go closed by itself, and then cause it to me to be in a whole lot of pain. But it hasn't done it for a while. But yeah, it can be painful. That's why I can't do that anymore.
Dude, I rue the day because, we all get old. I rue the day when I can't fish anymore. But I see Ronald Martin out there, like he's still doing it. So if he can do it, hopefully I got a good long run in me too.
Are you older than me or are you younger than me too?
I'm 32.
I'm older.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Oh, I'm 29.
There you go, buddy. As somebody, I don't know who said it.
Baby.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
the old
right.
guy.
Yeah, you still got milk on your breath, buddy. You still. No, As somebody once said, it's not the years, buddy, it's the mileage. And there were some hard miles.
Mm-hmm.
Most
That's
people my age
51
don't even
in
know
April.
anything about fishing.
Dude, don't get me started. We'll be here all night.
I know they don't. And the reason is, well, yeah, I ain't even gonna say nothing either.
The man I work for, Doug Camden, he's an amazing boss. I could not have literally. I wouldn't be where I am right now. I work for Doug's Lock and Key Service. Toasty's over there having a dream. He must be tearing up a squirrel or something. Could you guys hear him?
No.
Oh, he's growling. He's mad. But I started for him working in IT because he used to own an internet service provider back in the 90s when you got your mail, like your internet on a disc in the mail. And I started in IT. And now I'm training a young guy to do IT because I'm almost always bogged down with locksmith stuff. And he's a good kid. He's 21 though. And my God, dude. This Gen Z, man, there's just something about them. Like they're built different and not always in a good. I love their tenacity. They have tenacity, but their wherewithal, it's just not there. So yeah, you're talking about kids your age and younger. They don't know anything about trades or the outdoors, unless there's exceptions to every rule, obviously. But there's just something about it, and I like this kid. He's a good kid, but his work ethic is just not there. It's not there at all.
Right.
And I feel like you have to have a work ethic to do the kind of stuff we do, to stand out on a bank for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours and not catch fish. You've got to enjoy the labor of it for what it is, other than the immediate gratification of the action.
Discipline is right too. My child, I have tried to discipline my child, not in a bad way, but just to teach her.
Mm-hmm.
This right here. She's right there calling the squirrel.
There you go.
With the squirrel call. That's when she was 9.
How old is she?
12. For her to do it now, and she's fishing right here.
There you go.
So with her tongue out, because she doesn't like to bait her own hook. And I said, well, if you're gonna fish, you have to bait your own hook. So she had to bait her own hook, and that's when she was 7, 8, 9. But now to get her out there to do it, not a chance.
No, she's not about it anymore.
No.
Youper, that's probably my favorite comment tonight. Still a kid at heart. You're darn right, man. Or gal, I'm not sure.
I'm a Toys R Us kid. So
it's a guy.
At heart.
Getting old is mandatory. Growing up is optional.
That's true.
I'm 29 years old. I'm almost a full-grown man.
I'm 50. My mind feels like I'm maybe 20 yet, but my body doesn't.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true too. If I can only be as young as my mind would allow me to, if I can only be as young as my mind wants me to be, not as old as my body shows me I am, then it'd be different.
Yep.
I'm going to be 30 next month. Everything's
congratulations, buddy.
Uphill from there.
Uphill? Did you say uphill? Once you get my
30
age,
to 32, everything's uphill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once you get Robbie's age, all the check engine lights start coming on.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Oh, man.
I already got a few coming on.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I was not kind to my body when I was a kid. I got a bad ankle and a bad knee from when I wrecked it really bad skateboarding. I broke it, and I never got it set in a cast or anything because I was young and dumb and couldn't be told nothing. So that's going to get really bad as the years go on.
Yeah, it will. I'm surprised you don't have real bad arthritis in it right now.
No, it's not so bad. It's a little stiff, but, hopefully I'll lose some weight and that'll help.
Yeah. My blood sugar's been running high. Doctor's going to start me on diabetic pills Tuesday. So, like I said, the older I get.
So are you diabetic or pre-diabetic?
My blood sugar right now is 173 to 155.
Mm-hmm.
And within that range, 160. So might as well say I'm diabetic. He says
type 2.
He says that they'll start me on a metformin, and then later on, since I'm 44 now and just now getting diabetes, which it runs in my family, that eventually I'll have to start taking insulin shots, which I'm not excited for that, but What can you do?
Like I said, just be careful with that metformin, though. Even at work, it might run right through you. I don't know if they told you that or not, but
yeah.
What is that? What do you mean by run right through you?
give you the squirts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Intestinal discomfort.
Yes, and I'm already on blood thinner and seizure medication, and
You'll be standing there, and you're going to be
medication.
like, "Don't test a fart." Let's just say that.
Stay close to the commode.
Yeah, it's just a fart. You're going to find out real quick. Nope.
What was this into?
I'm just trying to be funny. I mean,
Oh
I'm being
my
serious.
I mean,
So
that's it. You're telling the truth, though. So,
yeah,
We started off talking about lures, and now we're talking about diabetic squirts.
that's usually, well, we don't usually talk about diabetic squirts, but that's usually the way it goes. The longer we're on here, we start talking about everything else. But that's how we get to know each other. You know, if all we did was sit and talk about fishing tactics, I would only know how you fish. But when we start talking about everything else, that's how I get to know you. You know,
that's the reason why for a while there I didn't go out fishing a lot, because when I got on that metformin and stuff, and you know, you have to kind of learn where you want to fish, so you can go out in the woods if you have to quick. You know,
Right.
you don't want to be fishing at a park, and you know, it's like
yeah.
Urban
I'm like
river
that right
fishing,
now, and
and
I'm
you
not
just
even
gotta
on
go
it.
all of a sudden.
Well, fishing, as long as you've got a porta potty, you're good.
I always bring baby wipes in my lure box, my tackle box.
Did I hear lures laugh out loud? Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, since I got a kid, I always have like baby wipes and stuff and paper towels in the car.
Yeah.
So some of my best BMs have been out in the woods when there's no one around, just listening to radio. I'm like, man, this is almost too natural. This is how this was intended.
Yeah.
I hate it when you have to go and there's people everywhere.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
don't care either. I'll do it.
We'll call the old part.
I bet you would.
You probably would. He's jumping up the
Dude, in Illinois, man, you get arrested for something like that
quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to hide.
Republic of Illinois.
And like I said, the game warden is like the state police. They will get you quick, around the water or not.
Yep. Although I've never had a bad one.
I'm gonna actually try to go live for a little bit myself. And
okay, Backwoods.
Okay.
So good to see you guys. Good meeting everybody.
It was a pleasure to meet you, man.
Yeah.
Later, Misfit.
If you have any questions about Wisconsin some more, you let me know.
Yeah, but hey, did you pick me up, buddy?
Yes, I did.
If you ever want to reach out to me, it's just timhonfishing@gmail.com, man. Let's talk about Wisconsin because I plan on going back up there again.
Yeah, I'll meet up with you again.
Right on, brother.
All right, so I'm good.
Good night, sir.
See you later.
All right.
Good night.
But yes, it's gonna be crazy just out in the middle of nowhere fishing and have issues.
Yeah.
But
yeah, man, just clean. I mean, yeah, it's the damage is done, but if you clean up your diet and take your medication, I'm sure it'll all level out. I know some people who've been type 2 diabetic their entire adult lives, and they function just fine. You wouldn't know it. So I wish the best for you, man. I'll be praying for you about it for sure.
all right, thanks. And like I said, the doctor said I can probably straighten it up with just diet change and exercise, which I'm active. I only weigh 204 pounds. I mean, I'm not in 5'11". It's not like I'm heavy set or anything like that. But it just runs in my family, so I have that gene, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Did they tell you to quit drinking soda?
Yep.
Do you drink a lot of soda?
Devastated.
I did until Monday. When I went to my oncologist on Monday, they checked my blood levels and all that stuff, and it came back to my blood sugar was high. So he told me to slow down on the sodas. I was drinking 3 or 4 a day. Now I only drink 1 every 3 days.
Dude, I drink 3 or 4 energy drinks a day. That stuff's gonna kill me. Like, no doubt.
Same.
Yep. Thanks, Trey Wolf. Appreciate it.
Have you seen those pictures where it shows like people's kidneys after years of drinking energy drinks?
Nope. Purposely avoid those.
I've seen them, and they look fake.
They're not doing that.
No, they're probably not.
Are you talking about the kidney stone ones? Are you talking about the kidney stone ones?
I think so, but they're not like kidney stones. It's like rocks.
Yeah, those are fake.
It's kidney
That
stones.
was like a pig liver or a pig kidney or something.
Yeah.
That was debunked.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, no, we're definitely you and I. If you're like me, we're definitely in for kidney stones. So that's like, although I drink
Oh, yeah, I've already had 2.
I drink a gallon of water a day, so I'm surprised. That's probably why my health is as good as it is because I stay very well hydrated. I've had like 4 of these today, a couple of 32-ounce bottles of water.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
well, guys, this has been a blast. Fishing night. It's been a pleasure to meet you, man. This is absolutely.
You too, man.
I think. Hold on, before I leave, let me make sure I picked you up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get you too after.
Clayton the fishing.
I'm actually about to have to go too. It's almost midnight.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. I got to get up at like 4 o'clock because that's when my son decided he wakes up now. It's like 5 o'clock. So
Yeah, and I had to be up at 7, so this is all going to end just about right on time for everything.
first time you're still here, man.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy.
What?
You're the man, dude. He's putting in his time tonight. He
Mhm.
streamed with me. He's been here with you. Like, man,
The whole
he's just
time.
Clyde's just the man. All right, well, guys, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna get on out of here. Remember, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. God bless you.
You're
Keep
welcome.
fishing, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right, see you later.
Later, man.
All right, man. Yeah, Clayton, I'm going to end this thing too here in about 4 minutes. I'm going to have to try to go to bed, eat something, and go to bed too because I have 2 12-hour shifts tomorrow, 8 to 8. 8 to 8 tomorrow and then 8 to 8 Sundays. They usually kill me. They're rough,
Yeah.
especially on the sitting around doing nothing side with the work that I do. They get boring, and usually after lunch I can take a nap. But as always, you're always welcome to come up. Any of you are always welcome to come up. Like I said, I'll go see your face, and we'll keep it PG-13. Of course, I know that I said earlier that I'm not going to let anybody on the panel that's not over 18 or above. That's just going to protect me and protect everybody else. Sorry if that bothers anybody, but I have to watch out. Number 1 for myself, and number 2 for you guys. So that's just the way I'm going to do it. But all right, man. Well, I'm getting ready to end this thing. Have a good night. Get you some rest. Be ready to go.
All right, brother.
All right, man. I'll catch you later.
See you next time.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks once again for hanging out with me. It's been an awesome time. Another awesome panel. Another awesome group in the chat. Thank each and every one of you for coming out, hanging out with me tonight, discussing all kinds of stuff as we always do. You know, no matter what it is, we're going to sit and talk about stuff because that's how we get to know each other. We can sit and talk about fishing all night long, but like I said earlier, I'll only learn about how you fish, and I want to get to know people for more than that, and that's how we're doing this. Even in chat, I watch the chat continuously, and I see everything going on. And you guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for stopping in tonight. I had to be up early in the morning, or I'd keep going. I said 2 12-hour shifts, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. today, or Saturday and Sunday. So that's one reason why I went ahead and came on early. But I will catch you guys, and there's still 8 people in here. But usually I do have a couple people coming in toward the end. Sorry if you guys missed out tonight. But Monday night at 11:30, I'll be going live again. Who knows what we'll talk about? We'll talk about something. But thank each and every one of you guys for coming in and hanging out with me tonight. We're going to, and if you would, before we all leave, type the word drop in the chat, and Nightbot will drop your links for you. And then everybody can go and check out each other's channels and pick up whoever they would like to pick up. Ryan, what's up, man? So I'll give you all just a little bit of time to do that, and then I'm going to have to call it and say good night. But thank each and every one of you for coming in. Once again, I always am very grateful and appreciative to each and every one of you. So good night, and God bless each and every one. See ya in a minute. I'll just give you guys time to finish that. And let me get down here. All right. See you later.